So we are again here with one more new chapter. Okay, so chapter that is direct and inverse variation. Okay, of that we have completed two parts of that. Okay, okay. The third part, okay, which is there in your textbook, which we are going to discuss it today. Okay, so without wasting time, let's go into the chapters. Okay, so before explaining the chapter, before going into the sum directly, I will make a concept, okay, and which you need to understand it, so that if you'll apply those concepts on the sums, all the sums will be done. Okay, so this is a basic concept. Okay, so just see the concept and try to understand. Okay, if you're finding it difficult to understand at one time, you just do it again one more time, then you go into the sums. Okay, then it will be very easy for you. Okay, so all the sums I have covered from your textbook, and there is a concept, okay, which is a basic concept regarding all the sums which have been provided in your textbook. Okay, for part 3. Okay, and the topic of this part 3 is time and work. Okay, from direct and indirect variation. Okay, okay, so time and work, they are showing you the relationship between time and a work, how time get affected with that of work, and how work get affected with the time. Okay, so we're getting confused with what you're saying. Just can you explain with me in a written? Okay, okay, so for example, there is two person that is named Raj and Ramesh. Okay, okay, Raj and Ramesh. Okay, they're saying that, so Raj is a person, okay, who can do the works. He can do the works very easily. He's saying that a work has been assigned to these two persons to construct a wall, to construct a room. For example, take it a room. Okay, so where Mr. Raj said that he can do it in 5 days. Okay, or you can say 5 days, or you can say 5 hours, whatever it is, 5 hours. Whereas Ramesh is saying that he will do it in 9 days or 9 hours. 9 days is there, or 9 hours, both are same. Okay, why I'm giving 9 days and 9 hours? Why not only days? Why not only hours? Because in the question it may be hours, it can be days, so don't get confused, both are same. So from this I want to tell you this one, that both are same if we are giving 9 hours or 9 days, whatever it may be. Okay, okay, so now means Mr. Raj, what does this signify? You just see, Mr. Raj can construct a room in 5 days or in 5 hours. Okay, here Mr. Ramesh can do it in 9 days or 9 hours. So who is more efficient? Obviously this person is more efficient. So why? How you said that one? Because he is taking less time as compared to this person, less hours as compared to this person, so obviously he is efficient. So what do you mean by efficient? Efficient means to complete a work before the time being given to you, or before the time which other person is trying to do the work. So this person Ramesh, he is doing it in 9 hours and 9 days, whereas Raj can do it in 5 hours and 5 days. So obviously he is more efficient. Okay, I will be using many terms, okay, and I will explain those terms along with that, because these terms are useful in your next class also, as well as in this what we are doing chapter which you're going to do. Many terms will be there, okay, where the teachers will try to make you confused, but don't get confused, because I will explain you all the terms related to this topic. Okay, okay, so now okay, so now you understand, to construct a room you take this much, you take this much. Okay, now what about the next thing? Next thing is that, for example, room means you just take this one, just like you take this as a room only. Okay, consider this one as a room. I'm not good at drawings, but I'm just trying to do. This is a room, this is a gate. Okay, so means to complete this thing, you need 5 days or 5 hours. He needs 9 days. And be careful when I'm explaining this one. This is a very important topic. Okay, means the concept, so that you can use it in the next cases also. Otherwise, you'll get confused if you're not able to listen this one nicely. Okay, this one. Okay, now in 5 days it is done. Okay, now in case if they are saying that Mr. Raj can do it in 5 days, the complete house. Okay, so in one day or in 1 hour, how much work he can do? Tell me, he can do more work or can do the less work compared to this one? So obviously, sir, when he can do it in 5 days he can do the whole room completely. So 1 day maybe he can do only just like this part. This cannot, he cannot do these things, cannot do these things, cannot do these things. Maybe this thing he can do in 1 day, means 2 side walls as well as a door in 1 day. Okay, maybe the same case for this person also. So in 1 day or 1 hour he can also do this part only. Okay, no, he can take more hour, na? He can do this much only. Okay, so means when the days are getting reduced, the work is getting reduced. When the days are getting reduced, hours are getting reduced, the work is getting reduced. You just see. Clear? Understood? Okay, one more example. Okay, you understood this one. See, I told you na, time and work. Your time is getting reduced and the work is also getting reduced. Time getting reduced, work got getting reduced. Now in case if they say that 1 hour this much is do, if they says that in 3 days, or he can do 3 hours, how much he can do? So how much means, so obviously he can construct this one, he can construct this one, he can do this part, only this part only. Okay, here also he can do same thing in 3 days, or you can say 3 hours. So you see, previously when it was 5 hours he can do the complete work, complete house is constructed. But 1 day less than half of the house is completed. But when the days got increased again, see construction. So what does he say? That work and time are directly proportional. We can say that work and time is directly proportional, means the time is increasing, so work is increasing. Time is decreasing, work is decreasing. That's what I have shown you this one. So this is what the chapter is about. Okay, we'll go deep into the chapter, we'll go through many concepts. Okay, this was the basic thing that I was trying to explain. What is the chapter time and work, how they are related being. So I've explained you clearly how they are being related. Now we will go into the concepts one by one. Now again there is a Mr. Raj and Mr. Ramesh. They have been assigned a job, okay, to do packets for just like a sweet shop. They have been said to prepare the packets. Okay, so how many packets were there? Around 250 packets. 250 packets they have to do it. Again the same thing, you can do it in 5 days 5 hours, 9 days 9 hours. Okay, complete 250 packets. Now in case if they are saying that how many packets he can prepare in 1 day, so when he can do it 5 days 250 packets, so in 1 day it will be how much? So it will be around 250 packets by 5 days or hours. Okay, in case for Mr. Ramesh will be also same. It will be 250 packet by 9 days or by hours, 9 hours. Same thing. I told you, getting days got reduced means packets got reduced. Okay, so how much it will be? Around something it will be. Okay, so 1 day work. Okay, now if they are saying that he is doing it for 3 days, okay, he is doing it for 3 days means for 1 day work is this much. So 250 packet by 5 days or hours into 3 days. Okay, this guy 250 packets by 9 days or hours into 3 again. So you'll multiply, you'll solve. Clear? I'm just doing it very slowly. I'm just doing it again. When after completing the concept, we'll go into chapter. I will increase my speed because there are many topics which we need to cover. Okay, you understood up to here? Okay, so now let's take out how many days coming out. So here 5 1 ja 5, 5 5 ja 25, 150 na, 5 1 ja 550, here 5 3 150. Okay, 150 days, 150 packets, 150 packets. And this guy 3 3 ja 9 here, 3 8 ja 8, so it's like 80 84 8 3 8 ja 8 24 80, okay, 1 24 1 10 3 3 ja 9 84 packets. You just in a fraction is coming, you take 84 packets. Okay, so total this person can do it in 150 packets, whereas this person can do in 84. I told you now, A is more efficient. Mr. Raj is more efficient. Now in case, for example, they are saying that, now you understood this thing now, the values with the values. Now what they did, they're saying that it's not possible for me to tell you how many packets are there. It's not possible for me to tell you how many packets are there. Now how you will take out? So what is the problem? For example, they are saying that only packets, there is no 250. Means Mr. Raj can do can make the packets, okay, make the packets 5 days hours. Ramesh can make the packets in 9 days 9 hours. They're not saying how many packets. So what is the issue in that one? Okay, so here no need for these packets, we don't know the packets value. Okay, here then what we will do? What is the problem? No packets here, so it will be 3 by 5. Okay, this will be 3 by 5, so 3 by 5, and here also there are no packets, so it will be how much? 3 by 9. Simple. So for this reason only I was just trying to explain you with an example, that if they gave you the values, then how you need to consider. If they are not giving you the value, then what you need to consider. Here they are not giving the value, so you will assume that complete work. You will assume that every time. Complete work means 1. Complete work means 1. What is 1? 1 means complete work. You have to assume it like that only. Okay, based on that assumption only we are going to do the sums. So you understood with an example I showed you that how to calculate a day work, a 3 days work with the values if they are giving you. But in this case, in the time and work case, they will not give any value. So in that case you have to assume either a complete work or a 1 day work. Okay, means a complete work is decided as a 1. So let us do a question. So understood the basics what I have explained you. This is the basics which you are going to apply right over here, or the concept which you can say we are going to apply here. Don't get confused. Again I am saying that if you are getting confused, go through the basic thing which I have explained you now with a simple example. Okay, those all things will be clubbed together and will form a sum. Okay, where you are finding it difficult, in all the places I will give you an example where it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, then also if you are having any doubt, you can pin me or you can WhatsApp me with my number what you are having. Okay, so just you understand, these are the only the what we say concepts. All the sums will do it in the offline classes. Okay, or you try to do it yourself if it is done for you, because the concept which I am explaining, if you understand this concept, all the sums will be done for you. Okay, so go through the sums nicely. Okay, again there is a, okay, I'll do one thing, I will change the names. Why Ramesh, Raj again? Do one thing, we'll take a somewhat new nice name, just like Amit is a nice name, Amit, and Radhesh. Okay, Radhesh, see, the names are quite different. Okay, so means now in the future these names only will come into play, just like Radhesh, Ramesh, Somesh. Okay, in our days, okay, we used to have just like what we say, that Raj. Okay, then what we say, that Mahesh. Okay, so like that only. Okay, so now come to the question. They're saying that they have been given to construct a wall. Okay, construct a wall. Be careful, construct a wall. He said that he can do it in 5 days, 5 hours, for example. He can do it in 10 hours. Okay, done. Time. Okay, saying that first what you have to do, in 5 hours he can do this much. This is what complete work. I told you now, this is not, they have not given the value, means what you will assume is a complete work. So in 5 hours he can complete the work, in 10 hours he can complete the work. Okay, now you understand that in 5 hours he can complete the work, in 10 hours he can complete the work. Complete work means a complete work. Okay, so he can do the complete work. Now they are saying that Just tell me how much work he can do in one day. So we know that how to do a work in one day. 1 hour, sorry, 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour it will be how much? This is what I told you. You have to take it a complete work. Complete work means 1. Okay, complete work means okay. So it will be how much? 1. In this case, Amit case, it will be 1 by 5 of the wall. Okay, 1/5 of the wall. In case of Radhesh, it will be 1 by 10th of the wall. Clear? This is 1 hour. 1 hour work. Clear of the wall. ठीक है. Now, in case, as it will not be completed, they have been said to do it. Okay, you wait. Do one thing. Do it in case number 1. This is case number 1. Okay, when he has to do the work for 1 day. Work for 1 hour. Work for 1 hour. Now they are saying that now case 2. What is the case 2? Case number 2. Okay, they are saying that you have to tell me how much work he can do in how much how much work they can do in, for example, you assume that 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours means how much it will be in 3 hours, how much both. Okay, so 1 by 5, it is a work of 1 day of the wall they can construct in 1 day into how many days? Into they are saying that 3 days. Okay, so this person, he can do 1/10 of the wall in a day. He has to do the work for 3 days into 3 again. Okay, so 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours work na both. Now how much we are going to get? This is the work for 3 hours. Work for 3 hours. Okay, now calculate how much it will be. It will approximately be 3 by 5 of work will be done. This person 3 by 10 of work. Now what does it mean? It means that complete work is 5 parts of the complete work, that is 1, has been divided into 5 parts. Of that, 3 parts has been done by Amit, and in this case total work, that is complete work means 1, has been divided into 10 parts. Of that, 3 parts have been done by Radhesh. Of the complete work means how much is left? 7 part is still left. Okay, in 3 days this much is the work which has been done by these persons. Clear? Understood up to here, right? Now case number 3. Now they are saying that so this much time they have to do, means same wall he is constructing this much days, he is constructing this much day. So they thought that why shouldn't they come together to do this work, so that time will be less, effort will be less. Okay, both together they will construct this wall. Previously individually when he is forming the wall, obviously it will take much time. Now both together they are saying that we will construct the wall together by helping each other. Now they are saying that the case number 3. Okay, together. Okay, now together means how much? So what we have to say? Amit is there, and Radhesh work together, na? Work. They started to work together. Now how much time they are going to take? So how much work he can do? So he has worked for 3 hours. He can, means this is the what does this one? What does this one? This is the capacity of this person, means he can complete this wall in 5 days, wherever Radhesh can do the work in 10 hours. Okay, so means this is the capacity of a person. If he is doing individually, this much work he can do. If he is doing individually, this much work he can do in this many hours. So he can do it, but he has worked for how many hours? For 5 hours or 3 hours? Sir, he has worked for 3 hours only. Okay, so this is the capacity, means if he is working for 5 hours, the work is done. If he is working for 10 hours, work is done. But he has worked for only 3 hours. He has worked for only 3 hours. Okay, so for 3 hours, how much work he has done? He has done 3/5 of the work. Okay, so Mr. Amit has done. Amit, how much he did? He did 3 by 5 of work. And Radhesh 3 by 10 of work. Okay, now they have come together, so it will be 3 by 5 plus 3 by 10. So LCM is how much? I have to take the LCM only. 10 here, 6 here, 3 here. You know how I got the answer. 9 by 10. So when they are coming together, 9 of the 10 parts, 9 part of the work is done. So see, in 3 days, where they are doing only small part of the work individually, but when they have come together, now see, so much part of the work is done. Only of the 10 parts, 9 part is done. Only a 1 part is left. But in this case, see, 3 parts are done, 7 part is left. Okay, of the means our total work has been divided into 10 parts. Meaning, you understand, total work has been divided into 10 parts. Of that, 3 parts have been done, 7 parts are being left. But when they're coming together, of the 10 parts, 9 parts are done in 3 days only. Okay, so they're becoming more efficient when they're coming together with a less time, more work. Okay, understood this one? Okay, so when they're coming together for 3 days, this work is done. You understand now what is the meaning of this one, the time this one, and the time this one? Clear? The next one. Okay, so now this much work is done. Now they're saying that how much work is being left. They're asking that how much work is being left. So from seeing this one, total work is 1. This has been divided into 10 parts. Of that, 9 parts is done. So how much is left, sir? 1 part is left. So this is what verbally you are saying, but you need to show it by calculation, na? Okay, case number 4. Case number 4. They're saying that how much part of the work is left. So total work is how much? Total work is 10 parts. Total work is 1, complete work. So complete work minus amount, let's say work left is equal to what is the basic thing? Total work that has been assigned to us minus work which is completed, है work which is completed. Okay, what is the total work? Total work is, sir, 1. Total work is 1. Okay, how much is completed? So 9 by 10 by joining together. So how much is left? Sir, LCM is 10. So it will be 10 minus 9. So 1 by 10. Right answer. Sir, if they are asking that, if we need to calculate it individually, then for example, case number 3 is not there, sir. Okay. After this, they are saying how much work is still left, which Amit has to do. Same thing. Complete minus the work is completed. 1 minus 3 by 5. In this case, again the same thing. Complete work is how much? 1 minus 3 by 10. If they are not working together and they are asking that how much. In case number 3 is not there. After that, case number 4 is there. So this is the step. In case number 3 is there. After that also they are saying how much work is left. So this much work is left. So how much? 1 by 10 of the part of the work is done, is being left. Okay, so these are the cases, some of the cases which I have explained you with a sum. We'll do many sums with many cases, but go through this nicely again and again. Okay, so the next case we'll do it again. So in the first part of the video, I have explained you that how to find out the work done by a single person. Everything, the basic things I have explained you. Now, with a small example, I will continue the chapter. Okay, that is time and work. Okay, as you know the name of the chapter again. Okay, so for example, I am saying that Mr. A is there, okay, and Mr. B is there. They are doing some work. Okay, they have been given some work or they have been assigned some work. Okay, and this person can do the work in 10 days or same thing hours, you know this one, and this one can do in 20 days or this can 20 hours. Okay, they are saying that if you will complete the job, okay, if you complete the job, you will be given rupees 20,000. Okay, after completing the work, after completion of the work being given to them. Clear? Clear. Now what to do? Now first you have to see that this person can do how much work in a day. Okay, we'll see that one. So in 10 days he can do a complete work. Complete work means 1, you know this one. Okay, so what I will do, I will take out the 1 day work. Let's see what will be the 1 day work. Okay, so 1 day work done by Mr. A is equal to how much? 1 by 10. There's no need to explain, you know these things. And what about this one, Mr. B? Okay, here. So yeah, many pens I'm having, many markers I'm having, different markers. Okay, so 1 day work done by Mr. B is how much? 1 by 20. Okay, means of the total work, one part is done. As I've already told you, this means what? This numerator, this is denominator, means this is work done. And what does this means? Total work. Here also same meaning, work done, and this is total work. Now from this, if I need to interpret what does it means, okay, so I will say that of the total work that is in denominator, only one part is done in a day. Same thing for that one also. Clear? Okay. Okay. So now they are saying that this person can do the work in 20 days. Okay, this person can do the work in 20 days. Then what I will do? This person can do the work in 20 days. Okay, so how much will be done in 20 days? In 1 day, this much is done. In 20 days, work done by A in 20 days is equal to 1 by 10, 1 day work into 20 days. Okay, so it will be 0, 0 cancels, 2. Means they have been given, okay, one part of a work, but he can do more than that. Total is 1, na? But he is doing 2, means double the work he is doing. Okay, let's see about this guy. In 20 days we will see. Okay, so work done by B in 20 days. So 1 day work is how much? 1 by 20. And how many days is working? 20 days. So 20 cancels, so 1. So the job is to complete a work. The work may be anything. I told you we have to assume it 1. So it is coming to, so what does it mean? So the job which has been given to him, he can do more than that in the days of 20. But whereas Mr. B, he has been given a job to complete, the complete work is 1. He is doing the work 1. So he is completing the job what has been given to him, that is single work, in 20 days. But wherever this person can do the same work, he is doing double of the work. Means in 20 days he is doing double of the work which we have been given to you. For example, you're getting confused. Okay, let me make it more simple. I'm saying that I told you to read the textbook of physics, complete textbook. So for example, the one Hugh, okay, you are saying that whatever it may be, that you are saying that I will do it in I can do the work in, he can do the work in 10 days. Okay, 1 day, how many pages he can read? Of the total pages, for example, in a physics book I gave you to read, 10 pages are there. Okay, of that, in 1 day, how many pages you will read? Sir, 1 by 10. Okay, you have been said that I will give you 20 days, do how much is possible for you. So what you did when you have given 20 days, okay, where your efficiency is more, efficiency means you will consume less time, you know that one, already I have explained you. So you are completing 2 books. I told you to complete 1 book, but as you are more efficient, you can do it in 20 days 2 books. Whereas this guy, okay, the another one which is sitting next to you, okay, he is less efficient. Okay, he is taking 20 days, but he is doing 1 book only. Clear? Clear. Okay. So what about this 20,000 rupees money of their work? So okay. Now for example, so total how much he can do this much. Now in case they are saying that both of them combined together, this all things you know, this all things already you know. Okay, so combined together means now we have to take out the work done by them together when they are working together. So work done by A and B together. Okay, so 1 day work will be how much? 1 day work is how much? 1 by 10, and here 1 by 20. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. Hai. This will be the work which is done by A and B together in a day, in 1 day. So LCM is how much? Again 20. So here 2 plus 1. So it will be 3 by 20. Means of 20 part of the work, only 3 part has been done. I have explained you how to means what we say. Explain this word, this 3 by 20. What does it mean? Okay, already I have explained you. Okay, so 3 part of the work is done. Okay, they are saying that after that, for example, 3 part of the work is done, you need to do how much you have to do work. So 20 you have to do the work. Of that 3 part is done, means how much is not done. If they will ask you how much work is left, you will say remaining work. Remaining work is equal to 1 complete work minus 3 by 20. So LCM is how much? 1 is nothing is there. So 20. So 20 minus 3 is equal to 17 by 20 is the work being left. Okay, but because of some reason, Mr. A said that I'm not able to do any work. I'm leaving. Okay, because I got any other job, so I'm leaving. He did. Now this much work have been done together in one day. They will do this much work. So Mr. A did at least 5 days of the work. Mr. A worked for 5 days. Okay, Mr. Work, they both together. What is this one? This is what, when they came together to work together in a day, they will complete 3 by 20 of the work. So how many days both have them work together? Okay, they have to work some more days because 17 part is already still due. Okay, both will work. Yes, both will work. Of that, A said that A did nicely, he's doing work because both together. Okay, the effort was also less, though both were working together. Okay, so A worked for 20, sorry, A worked for, wait, 5 days and then left the job because of many reasons. Maybe that he's not good, okay, or maybe he's having any work in his home, or maybe that he got any other job. There are many other cases which we know. Okay, we'll not go deep into that. Okay, so how many days A has worked? Sir, A has worked for 5 days. Okay, A's 1 day is work is how much? First, to tell me how much work is still pending. This much is there, 17 by 20. Of that, A has worked for 5 days. So A has worked for 5 days means in 1 day how much he has worked? In 1 day how much he is working? In 1 day, sir, A used to work 1 day 1 by 10. How many days he has worked? 5 days. Okay, we'll see that in 5 days how much he has worked. This is the work done by A in 1 day. He's worked for 5 days. Okay, so okay, work done by Mr. A in 5 days. So 1 day work is how much? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 into 5 days work. So it will be 1 by 2. Okay, this much of the work has been done by Mr. A in 5 days. Clear? Okay. So now this much is left. Of that he did 1 by 2 in 5 days and he left. Now you tell me how much work is left. Okay, how much work is left? Now we'll see how much work is left. Space is there. Space, I need a space. I need to erase this one. Okay, if you have not copied, copy it. Pause the video. If you're watching the video, pause the video and copy it down. Okay, this is the work done. Okay, now we have to see that how much work is being left. He did one part of the. Now first you tell me before leaving how much work was left. We'll write work being left. Okay, left before Mr. A left the job. How much was left? Sir, 17 by 20. This was left. This is what is being left. Right answer. Okay. After that, A has worked for 5 days. Okay. We'll write work done by A, na? Okay. So, how much? Write work done by Mr. A in 5 days. So how much? 1 by 2. Okay. So this much was left. He did this work. So now how much is left when Mr. B left? We have to find out. Okay. Remaining work, okay, being left, okay, after Mr. A left his job. See, this was before. Okay, this is after. Before and after. Now we have to calculate. So total how much work is it? Now you see It's not that you will say 1. Why? Because now before this much was left, na? This much was left. This much was left. Of that, he did this work. Okay, because in one day he is doing this much work. Okay, both together are doing this much of work. Okay, so they work together for a day. After that 5 days, he has left the job. So we'll see. So total is how much? How much is total? 17 by 20 was the total. Now in this case minus 1 by 2. So LCM again 20. So here 17, here 10. How much? 7 by 20 of the work is still left. So this work is to be done by whom? Sir, B is left. B has to do the work. Obvious reason. Okay, right answer. Okay. So now you tell me, how many days will A take? So B will take. So complete the remaining work. Remaining is 7 by 20. See, let me make it very clear again. One more time, you just go through this one. What I'm saying, this is a one day work which A is doing. This is a one day work which B is doing. They came together. This much work they can do in together. Okay. So if they can do this much of work in one day, this is the work done in one day. So how much will be left? So this much will be left. This much will be left. Of that, A had did the work for 5 days nicely. They worked together 5 days. A worked for 5 days. Okay. So 5 days work of A, how much? 1 day work into 5. From where I got this one? If I am doing for 5 days work, I have to see one day how much I can do. I can do 1 by 10. So 5 days I am doing 5 days work. So it will be 1 by 2. Clear? Okay. So he has done this much of the work. Of this much has been done. So this much is left. Now who is left in the job? Sir, B is left. So should he leave the job? If he will leave the job, he will not get any money. He is not going to get any money. So then B has to do the work. You know, it may be that he will take more time, because when A and B are working together, it had been maybe he has to complete the work in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. But when he became alone, the Mr. B, so it obviously will take more days. Working alone and working together are different criteria. Okay. Okay. So now we'll see this one. Again, I'm erasing any spaces. Copy everything you copy. Okay. Don't leave anything. Okay. Because in your textbook, they have given you expression, but clear explanation you need what actually is working inside that. How you need to find out the values. Why it is taken 1. These are the reason. Why? Many reasons are there. That's why I'm trying to explain you clearly these things. Okay. Okay. So what you need to find out now? How much? How many days Mr. B is going to take? Okay. Number of days in which Mr. B complete the remaining job, na? Remaining job. Remaining job is how much? So 7 by 20. So in how many days he will complete? Sir, first you have to see in one day how much he is doing. In one day he is doing 1 by 20. How much work is left? So 7 by 20. Okay. In one day he can do 1 by 20 of the work. But how much work is left? 7 by 20 of the work is left. Okay. So first to tell me this one, 1 by 20 of the work which B can do in a one day. In one day how much he can do? He can do 1 by 20 of the work. Now you tell me, in one day he can do 1 by 20. Okay. In second day, again sir 1 by 20. In third day, again 1 by 20. Okay. So tell me how much is there in the numerator? So 7 and denominator 20. Means third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, 7. On seventh day it will be 7 by 20. So how many days he is taking? Sir, he is taking 7 days. That is, here 1 day, 2 days, 4, 5, 6, 7. He will take 7 days to complete the remaining job. Sir, how? I have understood this one, sir, but how to take out this one? Very simple. So how much work is left? Sir, work is 7 by 20. 7 by 20 work is left. Divided by the work done by a person in one day. How much? Sir, 1 by 20 he is doing. I have to solve this one. 7 by 20. Okay. This means divide, na? 1 by 20. Okay. Now 7 by 20. Removing the divide sign means 20 by 1. So cancel it. Wait. 0, 0, 20 to cancel. So 7 days is the time which, or hours which Mr. B will take to complete the remaining job being left by Mr. A. Clear? So this is what a clear cut picture of the entire question which I have taken together. One more point is also left, the what about the money? The remuneration. I told remuneration means the amount or the salary or the wages which a person has to pay for the job he has done. Okay, now, so you understood? So it means that Mr. Mr. A has did how much of the job? Mr. A did, wait, this is the work which he did for 5 days. It's 1 by 2 of the complete work. And Mr. B, how much he has did? Sir, he did how much? He took 7 days, okay, to complete the remaining job. Remaining job is, means ultimately this is the job which he did in 7 days. Okay, this is about Mr. B and this is about Mr. A. He completed the work, okay, left the work. He worked for 5 days, he did 1 by 2 of the work and he left the job. So for that, he has to be given the money because he didn't do complete work. I understood, but some of the part of the work he did. So for that, he need to paid. Okay, we'll see that how much amount he need to be paid. What I told you, how much is the total money? So 2000 rupees. Okay, so 2000 is the total money. So you write first total amount or remuneration or money, whatever it may be, rupees 10,000. You assume that 10,000. Okay, or 1,000, your wish, anything. Okay, so now first you see how much work has been done by a person. You will multiply with that only. So he did 1 by 2 of the work. You will not see the days. How much work has been done by this person? Sir, 1 by 2. So work done by Mr. A. How much? Sir, 1 by 2. This much work he did. So what I told you, I will give you 10,000 if you will complete the work. So how much he did the work, that much he will get. He did 1 by 2 of the part of the work. So he will get 1 by 2 into 10,000. So it is how much? 5,000. He is going to get 5,000. Clear? He is going to get 5,000. Do one thing. Now you don't take this one into consideration. You leave this one. Up to here you understood. I will take one more example and I will explain you only with that of a remuneration or money, so that will be clear for you. So up to here you understood. So in case if a person says that they work together, okay, after that Mr. A left the job, in case like this they are doing, okay. In case they say that if A, B can do the work, this one, many criteria are there, okay, you understood this thing now, whatever is there, okay. So I will explain you the remuneration part or the money part with one more example, so it will be clear for you, okay. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the last part, okay, of the class, okay, so that the remaining all concepts we have already cleared of you, okay. If you're having any doubt, go through the video again. So let's go into the video, okay. They're saying that again Mr. A can do the work in 10 days, okay, let's do it somewhat fast, okay, because we know the basics. Mr. A can do the work in 10 days, okay. This is not the main thing which we need, okay. The main thing I will tell you, this all you can do. B can do the work in, A can do in 10 days and B can do in 15 days, clear, okay. Next, they work together for 4 days. Now again what I will do, first I will take out the 1 day work, okay. So 1 day work is how much? 1 day work, okay, how much? 1 by 10. This will be 1 by 15. You know what does it mean, okay. Next, they are saying that they work together for 4 days, means they work together, the individual work, this one. Now first to take out together means how much work they will do? Together worked together. So how much? 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15. So how much it will be? Take out the LCM, it will be around 1 by 6. When you will cancel it, okay, 5 by you can say 5 by 30, or it will be 1 by 6, clear. So this much of the work they can do in when they are together. Now they are saying that how many days they work together. So they work for 4 days, okay. You first will write this one. They worked for 4 days. In 1 day how much work they can do? Sir, 1 by 6, sir. So how many days they have worked? Sir, 4 days. So it will be 1 by 6 multiply 4. It will be how much? 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Okay. 2 by 3 of the work will be done if they are working together. Okay, so this much work will be done when they are working together. They work together 4 days. It means that this is total work and this will be work done. Very easy, no? It will be easy only. The first part, if you understood, this nothing is there. Okay, now you only see means when they will come together, so work done will be more easier as compared to previous one. Okay, now what they are saying in the question, I am reading the question slowly. You write it down the question along with you do the sums also. Okay, 4 days, and then Mr. A left the work. Okay, so they work for 4 days. The way I have told you the last example, no need to explain. Okay, and after that the same thing again the same thing he is doing. Mr. A left the work. Okay, Mr. A left the work. Okay, you say that Mr. A left the work is very dangerous, na? He is leaving the work. So let us write with the red pen. See, I am having the red marker. Okay, so there is a star also. Mr. A left the work. So means what does it means? It means that Mr. A worked for 4 days as well as Mr. B also. But Mr. B is continuing with the work, whereas Mr. A said that no, I will not continue with the work because of he's having some problems, whatever it means. So Mr. A worked for 4 days. Indirectly they are saying, you try to understand the question. Okay, so Mr. A left the work after 4 days. This is what they have not given in the question. I am just giving you so that it is easy for you. Okay, now Mr. A left the job. Now the remaining work who has to do? Sir, Mr. B has to do the same thing. Okay, so how much is the remaining work? How much is the remaining work? First we need to see what is the total work. Okay, that's what we did in the last example, na? Okay, so how much is the total work? So total work is 1, sir, as already you told me. So now first you see that how much work is being left. Sir, obviously 1, sir, 1/3 is left. Your right answer. But again I told you, this is what you are saying orally. You need to do it mathematically. Okay, so sir, we know that one also. Okay, you do along with me, I am also doing. So the work left you can say, or remaining you can say. So how much? Total minus work being completed. So it's how much? 3 the LCM, 3 minus 2 is 1/3. So this much work is being left, being said that it has to be done by Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A said that okay, this much part is left. Okay, so this has to be done by Mr. A only. Now B is not there, so obviously B is there, A is not there, so obviously it will take more time as compared to that when A was there. A was there. Okay, so what has to be done? He has to do the work. Okay, but we saw that when they are working together, it is taking very less time. They have to complete the work. But when they are doing individually, means one to one person, it is finding it difficult to work, means it is taking more time. Obviously, that's just common reason. Let us see. So what I told you how to find out, we need to see that this much work, who has to do? This is the remaining work. It is to be done by Mr. B. Okay, now we have to see that what is the capability of Mr. B, that how much he can do a job in a day. Sir, he can do a job in a day 1/15. In a day he can do. How much is left? Sir, 1/3. So what I told you, how to find out the number of days, that he can do the remaining work. We will do number of days in which Mr. B can do the remaining work. That is how much? That is 1/3 equal to. Okay, what we have to do? In one day, a person can 1/2. Total work is how much? Total work is 1/3. So 1/3 by, in one day work, 1/15. Okay, so it will be how much? So again the same thing. Okay, so it will be, you make it simple, 1/3, you can write it divide sign, 1/15. Again change it to the multiply sign, 1/3 multiply 15 by 1. So 3 1 3, 3 5 ja. So he will take 5 days to complete the job being left by Mr. A. He will take 5 days. Okay, it's very good. He can do it 5 days. So the person who gave the job, he is also happy. Okay, no problem. Okay, he has anyhow he did the work. Anyhow he has completed the work. Okay, now it's the time for money. Now it's a time for taking the money. Okay, so Mr. B went to the person who has given the job. He said that as you told us you will pay us around 10,000 bucks, means money, okay, to 10,000 money. So when you will pay us? Total money he used to pay 10,000. Okay, wait, I need a space again. No, leave. It will be easy for you so as to explain me. Okay. So total remuneration is say, or your total amount is around rupees 10,000. Okay, 10,000 is the total amount. Okay. So how to distribute now? Mr. B said that okay, so 10,000 you will pay me. He said okay, very very good. But at a sudden Mr. A also came. So you said that Mr. A left. Yes, Mr. A left the job. The work is done by Mr. B in 5 days, the left job. But when it is about the money, Mr. A also came. He said that I also need a money. Now the Mr. B said, why you will get the money? Because you left the job. He said that why I will not get the money? Because I worked for 4 days. I have worked for 4 days. You need to pay me the amount. Mr. B said that, thought that yes, it's right only because he has worked for 4 days. It's not that complete amount he will get or half of he will get, but for the days he has worked, he will get the work, means money, he will get the money. So Mr. B said, okay, I will pay you the money. So let me see how many days he has worked. How many days you have worked and how much you have worked. It's not that, it may be that Mr. A is doing 10 days, is working for 10 days, but he's not doing anything. He's sitting, he's going idle. Not do calculation over the number of days. We will see the work being completed. Means for a complete work, one complete work, he will pay me 10,000. So how much he did? Over that we need to do the calculation. It's not number of days. I told you now, for example, I have been given a job. Along with me, you are there. For example, the one you are watching. Okay, we both are there. You are working. Okay, I am sitting idly, I am sitting and for 20 days I am sitting like that. The last day I did something in the work and work is done. So will you pay me for 20 days? Or for how much work I have been done? Sir, if you are working for that only, I will pay you. That is the answer. So the work been done by you, for that only I will pay you, not for the number of days for which you are working. Okay. So the work been done by whom? Mr. A. Mr. A, how much he has done? He has worked, 1 day work is how much? 1/10. He worked for, sir, 4 days he has worked. So first I need to know that how much work is done by Mr. A in 4 days. So how I'll clear over this one? No, 1 day work into 4 days. Clear? So we cannot do for B. So we cannot do for B. We can do that one also. But first I will explain you. You first you tell me for whom it will be very clear for you. See, Mr. A, he started a job. Okay, and he did the job for 4 days. It is very simple. But in case of Mr. B, he started the job. Okay, he did along with Mr. A for 4 days. Mr. A left. Again he did work for 5 days. So it's very confusing for you. So in case of Mr. A, it will be very easy for you so as to do the calculation. And from there we will know how much being left of the total money. If A has taken total money, how much? Sir, 1,000 or 10,000, whatever it may be. 10,000 you assume. Of that Mr. A has taken 2,000. So Mr. B is left with 8,000. I will show you with respect to A as well as B. So it's clear for you. Okay, be careful with the 1 day work. This 1 day work. We'll need this one. Okay, we need this one. Okay. So space. Okay. So 10,000 is total amount. Okay. So how many days A has worked? Sir, 1 day work first I have to take out. Okay. 1 day work they gave you. How many days he has worked, Mr. A? Sir, 4 days. So here I will write. Okay. 4 days work done by Mr. A. 1 day's work how much? Sir, 1/10. So 4 days how much you will do? 4. So 2/5 means this much work he did. Okay. So this is the main thing which we need. This is the work he did. So of that he will get the amount. So 2/5 into 10,000. So this is the amount which B need to pay to A. Amount being paid to Mr. A by what Mr. A you write, okay, equal to 2/5 the work being done by him into 10,000. So 5 1 5, 5 2 1 2 3, it is how much? 4 1 2 3. So he will be paid with 4,000 amount. He will be paid with 4,000 amount for the work being done. Sir, what about B? B will also be paid. So total amount is how much? So 10,000. If I will give you of that 4,000 to Mr. A, so Mr. B will get, sir, 6,000. You're very intelligent. Okay. So amount being amount being paid, you say, paid to Mr. B is equal to totally how much? 10,000 rupees. 10,000 minus 4,000. So it will be rupees 6,000. Like this only. Sir, you said that you will explain with respect to B. I remember everything. I know that you will not leave me. Okay, I will explain you everything. But in case if this type of questions are, it will be very easy for you to calculate with that person who is leaving the job. Okay, with my experience I'm telling you this one. Okay, then after that, so if you want to do it like that, like this, your wish, but my work is to explain you from all the aspects, so that not have any problem nor any difficulties when you're doing the sum. Okay, the next one. So there I have made the space for you. Okay, with respect to B, I will do any of the thing you can do. Okay, so now you tell me, you leave A. When you are not going to count it for A, no need to take it into consideration for A. Now you tell me B, how many days he has worked? Sir, B has worked for 5 days. It's clearly written the work done by B is 5 days. You're wrong. Sir, why, sir? This is the 5 days which he has worked for this much work. The 5 days you are saying, na, this one he did in, for this much part of the work he took 5 days. But this was not the complete work. This was the complete work. So no, sir. Then before this, okay, he worked with A also. See, they work together, na? They work together when I told you for 4 days. Yeah, sir, you are right. So total number of days which B took to complete the work, how much? He worked with A together for 4 days. Okay, sir, 4 days. After that, sir, Mr. A left. Then he worked for remaining work he did in 5 days. Sir, 5 days. So total is, sir, 9 days. Okay, you worked for 9 days. This work for 9 days. So this is very important. This 4 days is very important. So 4 days is the work which they did together. Na? The work together means A is also working, B is also working. So B has to count that word days. Okay, so total 9 days. Now we got 9 days. So but his work, again I have told you, will not take consideration of 9 days. How much work he is doing? So he can do the work, or 1/15 of the work he can do in 1 day. So work done by Mr. B in 9 days. Okay, so 9 days, how much work he will do? 1 day work into 9. 1 day work is how much of B? 1/15. So 1/15 into 9. So it will be how much? 9/15 means he did this much of the work. Okay, he did this much of the work. So now he has been said that he will be paid 10,000. We will not see this one. Okay, so I had told you, so amount being paid to Mr. B. Total how much amount? So total is 10,000. Okay, 10,000. 10,000. Okay, into how many days he has worked? So 9 days. Work is how much? So 9/15. So 9/15. So it will be how much? When you solve, you will get rupees 6,000. Same thing. Now of A, total minus 6,000. So these are the two ways you can find out the answer. Okay. So now my work is done. Now it's your part. Everything I've explained you clearly. If any other topic is being left, I will go it through again with an remaining part of the video. But according to me, you just open your textbook, go through your textbook, and all the remaining sums we are going to solve in the offline classes. Okay. If you are interested to join my classes, you can pin me down with your number. Okay, I will come in contact with you, or the number is lying on your screen. You can contact me for further classes. I am available for you in offline as well as online classes. Thank you. So, okay, so as you gone through the video, okay, so clear the concept. There are 3 parts of the video: the first part, second part, third part. If you have not got the video, you tell me, I will get you the videos. Okay, and if you like the video, okay, please like the video. Okay, if you got the videos, and if you have not subscribed till now, please subscribe the video. Okay, thank you for watching.